Hello class 7 students, I am your science digital mentor and I am going to teach you the first chapter of science today, which is nutrition in plants. So let's start the chapter at a glance. Nutrition, heterotrophic nutrition in plants, autotrophic nutrition in plants, replenishing nutrients in the soil. Engage, identify and complete the name of the nutrients that are present in the food groups in the pictures given below. Also mention one function of each nutrient. Nutrition. Living things need energy to perform various life processes. This energy is obtained from food. The process by which living organisms take in food and utilize it to carry out different life processes is called nutrition. There are two models of nutrition, autotrophic and हेट्रोट्रॉफिक. न्यूट्रिएंट से हमें अलग अलग काम करने के लिए लाइफ में या अलग अलग प्रोसेसेस करने के लिए हेल्प मिलती है और जिस तरीके से ह्यूमन अपने न्यूट्रिएंट्स फूड से लेते हैं और फिर उसकी हेल्प से अलग अलग वो जो प्रोसेस होती है जैसे कि ह्यूमन बीइंग फूड से न्यूट्रिएंट्स को लेते हैं उसे न्यूट्रिशन कहते हैं. दो टाइप के न्यूट्रिशन होते हैं, ऑटोट्रॉफिक and heterotrophic nutrition. Autotrophic nutrients. Green plants can directly use sunlight to prepare their own food from simple raw materials such as carbon dioxide from air and water and minerals from the soil. This mode of nutrition is called autotrophic nutrition. Auto means self, trophic means food. Organisms that exhibit this kind of nutrition are called autotrophic. Organisms that exhibit this kind of nutrition are called autotrophic organisms or autotrophs. All green plants are autotrophs. Green plants are also called producers as they produce food for all living organisms. Autotrophic nutrition वो होता है जिसमें plants जैसे कि plants अपना nutrition खुद लेते हैं water से, sunlight से and minerals लेते हैं soil से. तो auto means self. तो वो अपने आप ही अपने लिए न्यूट्रिशन ले लेते हैं और इसे ऑटोट्रॉफिक न्यूट्रिशन कहते हैं. These are the pictures of seaweed and poinsettia plant. The mode of nutrition in organisms that cannot make their food and depend on others for their food is called heterotrophic nutrition. Heteros means others and trophy means nourishment or holozoic nutrition. दूसरा न्यूट्रिशन जैसे कि हेट्रोट्रॉफिक न्यूट्रिएंट्स वो होता है जिसमें कोई भी ऑर्गेनिज्म अपना फूड खुद नहीं बना सकता, उसे किसी और पर डिपेंड होना पड़ता है. द ऑर्गेनिजम्स व्हिच कैन नॉट मेक देयर फूड एंड डिपेंड ऑन अदर्स फॉर देयर फूड आर कॉल्ड हेट्रोट्रॉफ्स. और ऐसे ऑर्गेनिज्म को जो अपना फूड नहीं बना सकते खुद, उन्हें हेट्रोट्रॉफ्स कहते हैं. ऑटोट्रॉफिक न्यूट्रिशन इन प्लांट्स. फोटोसिंथेसिस, the process by which green plants synthesize their food using carbon dioxide and water in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll is called photosynthesis. Photosynthesis में plants अपना food खुद से बनाते हैं with the help of sunlight and water and soil. In this process, you can see the process of photosynthesis in this picture. Knowledge basket. Photosynthesis can also be carried out by other part of a plant apart from their leaves. For example, in cactus, green stem carries out this process. The requirements for photosynthesis are: green leaves are called food factories of plants because the food making process takes place in the leaves. Chlorophyll, the cells of green leaves have several green structures called chloroplast. Chloroplast contain a pigment called chlorophyll. The green color of the leaves is due to the presence of this pigment. Some leaves have large amount of red, brown and other color pigments which mask their green color. Even then, photosynthesis occurs in these leaves because of the presence of chlorophyll. तो green leaves की जरूरत होती है हमें photosynthesis के लिए, chlorophyll की जरूरत होती है जो leaves में present होता है. इस picture में we can see the structure of leaf from apex, margin, veins, midrib, base, petioles, stipules. एपेक्स से बेस वाले पार्ट को ब्लेड भी कहते हैं. सनलाइट. Light energy is used to synthesize, prepare food with the help of carbon dioxide and water. Hence, this process is called photosynthesis. Photo, light, synthesis to combine. Water and minerals. Plant absorbs water and minerals from the soil through their roots. These are transported to the leaves through pipe-like vessels present inside the roots, stem, branches and leaves. Carbon dioxide. Leaves take in carbon dioxide and release oxygen through the tiny pores called stomata. Singular stoma. The stomata are present on the underside of most leaves. Each stomata is surrounded by guard cells. The guard cells regulate the opening and closing of stomata. In this example, in this picture, you can see an image of stomata. The process of photosynthesis. अब photosynthesis की process कैसे होती है ये हम देखते हैं. The chlorophyll containing cells of leaves in the presence of sunlight use carbon dioxide and water to prepare food. जो chlorophyll cells leaves में present होती हैं वो sunlight के presence में carbon dioxide and water को use करके food को prepare करती हैं. The food prepared is in the form of carbohydrates, sugars. These sugars ultimately get converted into starch, another carbohydrate. In brief, photosynthesis can be represented by the equation given in the next page. 6CO2 plus 6H2O, sunlight, chlorophyll, makes it C6H12O6 plus 6CO2, where 6CO2 is carbon dioxide, 6 molecules of carbon dioxide from atmosphere, 6 molecules of water from the soil, sunlight and chlorophyll in the leaves, and उससे बनता है कार्बोहाइड्रेट जो कि फूड होता है and oxygen. From the above equation we can see that there is an interesting byproduct of photosynthesis, oxygen. This gas is essential for the survival of all living organisms. और इस प्रोसेस में हम देख सकते हैं कि ऑक्सीजन एज अ बाय प्रोडक्ट रिलीज हो रहा है. Importance of photosynthesis. Food made by plants by the process of photosynthesis is used for their own growth and repair of worn out cells. It is primary source of food production for all other living organisms in the world. It maintains balance between oxygen and carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Photosynthesis की help से एटमॉस्फेयर में कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड एंड ऑक्सीजन का एक बैलेंस मेंटेन रहता है और ज्यादातर ऑर्गेनिजम्स वर्ल्ड के इस मेथड पर डिपेंड करते हैं फॉर देयर फूड. एक्टिविटी फर्स्ट. एम टू शो दैट कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड इज नेसेसरी फॉर फोटोसिंथेसिस. मटेरियल्स रिक्वायर्ड a potted plant, iodine solution, KOH solution, beaker, dropper. Method. Keep the potted plant inside a dark room for a few hours. Pour KOH solution inside the flask to absorb carbon dioxide of air. Place one of the leaves inside the beaker and cork it. Do not plug the leaf. 4. Take this into the sunlight. 5. After few hours, test the leaf for the presence of starch using iodine solution. Observation. The leaf in the beaker does not turn iodine solution blue-black. Conclusion. The leaf inside the beaker did not carry out photosynthesis because there was no carbon dioxide in the flask. Activity 2. Aim to show that sunlight is necessary for photosynthesis. Materials required: green plant, black pepper, scissor and clips. Method. First, cover a part of leaf using a strips of black paper. 2. De-starch the plant. 3. Place the plant in the strong sunlight for at least 6 hours. 4. Now pick the covered leaf and remove its strip and test the leaf for starch. Observation. The covered portion of the leaf does not turn blue-black. Conclusion. The above activity shows that sunlight is necessary for photosynthesis. Special cases of photosynthesis. अब कुछ special cases में भी photosynthesis होता है. वो cases कौन से हैं? Let's see. Besides leaves, photosynthesis also takes place in other green parts of the plant such as the stem and the branches. In desert plants such as cactus, leaves are modified into spines to reduce the loss of water. So, photosynthesis takes place in the thick and fleshy green stem that contain chlorophyll. In this picture, you can see spines in the cactus plant. डेजर्ट एरियाज में कैक्टस जैसे जो प्लांट होते हैं उनके अंदर लीव्स ना होकर स्पाइन्स होती हैं। जो लीव्स जो होती हैं वो स्पाइन्स में कन्वर्ट हो जाती हैं। ऐसे केसेस में क्लोरोफिल जो होता है वो प्लांट के स्टेम अदर ग्रीन पार्ट्स जैसे कि स्टेम में प्रेजेंट होता है और वही फोटोसिंथेसिस करता है। Some other organisms such as cyanobacteria and algae also contain chlorophyll and can photosynthesize. Leaves that have colors other than green also have chlorophyll. The green color of these leaves is masked by the red, brown and other pigments. ऐसी भी leaves होती हैं जिनके अंदर green color नहीं होता, जो कि red या brown color की होती हैं, but उनके अंदर भी chlorophyll होता है। In this picture, you can see algae growing on rocks and red maple leaf. Heterotrophic nutrition in plants. Organisms like animals, bacteria and fungi cannot prepare their own food. They are dependent directly or indirectly on green plants for their food. That is why they are often referred to as heterotrophs. According to the mode of nutrition, heterotrophic plants are of following types. Let us learn about them. कुछ प्लांट्स होते हैं जो कि हेट्रोट्रॉफिक न्यूट्रिशन करते हैं। इसका मतलब वो अपना फूड खुद प्रिपेयर नहीं करते। वो प्लांट्स कौन से होते हैं? ए, पैरासाइटिक प्लांट्स, प्लांट्स और एनिमल्स which live in or on other living organisms and derive their food from them are called parasites. The living organisms from which a parasite derives its food is called the host. Parasites draw nutrition from the living tissue of plants and animals. They can cause various diseases. A parasitic plant may be either a stem parasite or a root parasite, depending on whether it latches on to the stem or the root of the host plant. Parasites are of two types. Number 1, complete parasites. Number 2, partial parasites. The plants which depend completely on the host plants for their food are called complete parasites. Plants such as Cuscuta, Amarbale, Apondanthus, certain bacteria and fungi are completely parasites. The plants which make a part of their food themselves by photosynthesis but derive other components of food such as water, minerals, etc. from the host plants are called partial parasites. The mode of nutrition in some plants like mistletoe is partially parasite. तो दो टाइप के पैरासाइटिक प्लांट्स होते हैं, एक कंप्लीटली पैरासाइटिक एंड सेकेंड पार्शियली पैरासाइट्स। पार्शियल पैरासाइट्स वो प्लांट होते हैं जो अपना फूड खुद बना लेते हैं, बट कभी कभी उन्हें कुछ और न्यूट्रिएंट्स की जैसे कि वाटर या फिर अलग चीजों की जरूरत दूसरे प्लांट से पूरी करनी पड़ती है। कंप्लीटली पैरासाइट्स वो प्लांट होते हैं जो कि कंप्लीटली दूसरे प्लांट पर डिपेंड होते हैं। नंबर बी, सैप्रोट्रॉपिक plants. The plants which live on dead and decaying matter and derive their food from it are called saprophytes. Saprophytes release enzymes to break down complex organic matter into simpler substances. Examples of saprotrophic plants are Indian pipe and coral root. In this picture, you can see Indian pipe. Saprophytes obtain nutrition in the following way. The saprophyte grows on the organic matter. The saprophyte secretes the digestive juices. Digestive juices break down the organic matter into simpler substances and convert it into a solution. The saprophyte absorbs the solution and obtains nutrition. Saprophytic plants वो plants होते हैं जो कि dead और decaying plants पर depend करते हैं, जो कि dead और decaying plants पर अपने food के लिए depend होते हैं। Number C, insectivorous plants. Some green plants which grow in nitrogen deficient soils have adapted to a very unique mode of nutrition to fulfill their nitrogen requirements. They have modified some of their body parts to trap and digest insects for nitrogen nutrition. तो insectivorous वो plants होते हैं जो in general ऐसी soil पर उगते हैं जहां पर नाइट्रोजन की कमी है, तो वो अपने आप को एक दूसरे फॉर्म में अडेप्ट कर लेते हैं और वो अडेप्टेड फॉर्म ऐसा होता है कि वो अपने बॉडी पार्ट्स को इस तरीके से ग्रो करते हैं कि वो इंसेक्ट्स को पकड़ पाए और उन्हें डाइजेस्ट कर पाए। Such plants are called insectivorous plants. In this picture, you can see pitcher plant and modified leaves of Venus flytrap. These are the pictures of insectivorous plants. Knowledge basket. Rafflesia is a parasitic plant that bears world's largest flower. The flower may have a diameter of up to 1 meter and weight up to 1 kilogram. For example, pitcher plant, Venus flytrap, bladderwort, etc. Tech Talk. Genetically modified organisms, GMOs. A GMO is an organism into which genes coding for desirable traits have been inserted through the process of genetic engineering. Plant breeders depend on genetic variation for the development of new useful crop varieties. GMOs have opened new horizons as the genetic variation available for breeding has become much larger. D. Symbiotic plants. A relationship between two organisms where both benefit is called symbiosis. Such organisms are called symbionts. The association they have is called symbiotic relationship. दो ऑर्गेनिजम्स के बीच में एक ऐसी रिलेशनशिप होना जिसमें वो दोनों का फायदा हो रहा हो उसे सिम्बायोसिस कहते हैं, और ऐसे ऑर्गेनिजम्स जो एक दूसरे के फायदे पर डिपेंड होते हैं उन्हें सिम्बायंट्स कहते हैं, और ऐसी रिलेशनशिप को symbiotic relationship कहते हैं. Lichen is an example of such an association between two organisms, alga, autotroph, and fungi, saprophyte. The green alga prepares the food, the fungi absorbs water and mineral salts to supply to the alga. Certain fungi live in the roots of the trees. The tree provides nutrients to the fungus. In return, the fungus provides certain nutrients from the soil of the tree. These are the pictures of root nodules in a leguminous plant, lichen on a branch of a tree. Replenishing nutrients in the soil. Plants get their mineral nutrients from the soil. If crops are grown continuously year after year, the soil loses its fertility and becomes poorer in nutrients. As a result, the yield of crops goes on decreasing. Farmers apply manures and fertilizers in their fields to enrich the fertility of the soil. Thus, the addition of manures and fertilizers helps in the replenishment of nutrients in the soil. The nutrients in the soil can be replenished by adopting the following methods. जब एक ही सॉइल पर हर साल बार बार क्रॉप्स या प्लांट्स उगाए जाते हैं तो सॉइल के न्यूट्रिएंट्स कम हो जाते हैं, इसीलिए फार्मर्स मैन्योर्स एंड फर्टिलाइजर्स का यूज करके सॉइल को वापस न्यूट्रिएंट रिच बनाते हैं. By using manures, by applying fertilizers, by crop rotation method, by growing leguminous crops. There is also a natural way by which nutrients are replenished in the soil. Saprophytes act upon the dead and decaying matter and break it into a simpler substance which can be used by other organisms. Bacteria break down proteins from dead plants and minerals into nitrates. These nitrates are absorbed by plant roots to build new amino acids and proteins. These bacteria and fungi are known as decomposers as they decompose the dead bodies of plants and animals into simple substances. Moral learned. Plants teach us to be patient in order to grow. They require light, water, nutrients, and love. Some plants grow slower than others. We need to be patient before we can see results. Recapitulation. Living things need energy to perform various life processes. The process by which living organisms take in food and utilize it to carry out different life processes is called nutrition. These are two types of nutrition, autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition. The process by which green plants make their food is called photosynthesis. The general conditions necessary for photosynthesis are: first, presence of a green pigment called chlorophyll; second, presence of sunlight; third, availability of carbon dioxide; fourth, availability of water. During photosynthesis, glucose or sugar is synthesized and oxygen is released. Heterotrophic plants can be of the following types: parasitic plants, saprophytic plants, insectivorous, saprotrophic plants, insectivorous plants, symbiotic plants. Fertility of soil can be increased by adding manures, fertilizers, practicing crop rotation, and by growing leguminous crops. Thank you, class. Let's meet again in the next chapter.